Hello, and thank you for joining me today for Real Estate, Religion, and You. My name is Sylvia Black, licensed real estate broker of Affordable Homes and Apartments in Williamsville. I'm licensed to preach and ordained as a minister, and I want to thank you for joining me today for Real Estate, Religion, and You, which airs every Wednesday 6:30 to 7 p.m. right here on Time Warner Public Access TV Channel 20, and also Saturdays from 12:30 to 1 p.m. right here on Time Warner Public Access TV Channel 20. Today I'd like to talk to you about some investment opportunities. But one of the main things that I know that really hinders the African American community and or the low to moderate income individuals and families has to do with our credit. So I'm going to talk to you from the subject. These few books that I have received are available to you at the next workshop. If you decide that you want to enroll in the investment workshop, which will include first-time home buying as well as investment opportunities, I need you to sign up on my website at affordablehomesанdapartments.com. And I need you to go where it says investors sign up here, homeowners, home buyers sign up here. Now these are a couple of books that I have received from various sources, which you will receive as part of the home buyers kit. That's what I call it. I compiled a bunch of books that I had received from the government and various government agencies, and I compiled them together. And these are a few of them that here, I don't even know if I'm going to be able to go over them all today, but the basic thing I want to talk to you today about is knowing and understanding your credit. Now this is that book here, Knowing and Understanding Your Credit. Now this is part of the home buyers kit that I give you when you come to the workshop. So if you're interested in attending the workshop, I need you to sign up on my website at affordablehomesанdapartments.com. The other book is one of the other books that I would like to touch upon today. If not today, then the next time, is Choosing the Mortgage That's Right for You. That's another book that will be included in the home buyers kit, which is a compilation of books, pamphlets, booklets that you will receive that you will be using throughout the workshop. You may only get one book that first day. You may get the whole package. Okay, there's another book called Opening the Door to a Home of Your Own. And the other book which we're going to try to touch upon today is 100 questions, 100 Q&A about buying a new home. Now, investment opportunities is very similar. It's actually almost the same thing as buying a new home. But one of the main things that hinders us is our credit. And the reason why our credit hinders us is because, the money, we don't make a lot of money. A lot of people who make more money, they're able to handle their bills more effectively and efficiently. They can get nicer places to live. They can live in a nice neighborhood because they make more money and they have more money to spend. A lot of times people who have more money to spend, they have had assistance from others who have also helped them to, get where they are. Maybe help to support them while they were in college or whatever. So now they've graduated college and they have a degree. Now they're entitled to a better paying job. Well, like I said, anyway, today I want to thank you for joining me today. My name is Sylvia Black. I'm licensed real estate broker of Affordable Homes and Apartments in Williamsville. And my website is affordablehomesанdapartments.com. We do have some houses for sale and some apartments for rent. If you'd like to be interested in finding out about the apartments that we have some luxury apartments for rent, and as well as some other non-luxury apartments that are for rent. Okay, and we need you to fill out the questionnaire because, as you know, I'm a licensed real estate broker, and we are selling other people's property. We are running other people's homes. So what we need you to do is sign up so that we can have your information, and this helps ensure that we get paid. Okay, it's just a courtesy, basically. A lot of times people get an attitude, they don't want to do that. I just want to see the house. I just want to see the house. Well, that would be fine. We don't mind just showing you the house if it was our exclusive listing. If it was my house, I could show you, and I don't have to take no paperwork. I know for sure. Matter of fact, the house that I have available is 45 South Street in Lockport. That house is still available for sale, and if you're interested in purchasing it, it's a two-family house, and it does need a little work. Okay, if you're interested in buying it as is, the price will be cheap. And you can also find out information about that on affordablehomesанdapartments.com. Matter of fact, the income that you can get from that, if you rented it as a one unit, which will be a 5-bedroom, 3-bath, single family house, you could probably get about as much as $800 a month. If you rented both apartments out, the one bedroom would you could probably get $475, all utilities included, and the other will be a 4 bedroom, 2 bath duplex, and you can get about 700 or 800 from that. However, there's only one meter there, one gas meter, one electric meter, and it's an oil furnace and a gas hot water tank. So, those are some things to take in consideration. But we're going to talk today, I'm going to touch upon firstly, knowing and understanding your credit. Okay, and I want to thank you for joining me today for Real Estate, Religion, and You, which airs every Wednesday, 6:30 to 7 p.m., right here on Time Warner Public Access TV Channel 20, and also Saturdays from 12:30 to 1, right here on Time Warner Public Access TV Channel 20. You can also hit me up on Facebook at Dr. Sylvia Black. You can visit my YouTube address at sblack3001. For my real estate books and information, you can go to affordablehomesandapartments.com, and to sign up for any of the workshops that I'm speaking to you about, or the seminars. And also for my religious books, you can go to highwaytoheavenchurch.net. And I want to thank you for joining me today for Real Estate, Religion, and You. Now today we want to touch upon why is it so hard for a low income to buy a property. Okay? Well, first of all, I have researched a lot of various sources, and of course the internet makes it so easy to find information. I have researched and researched and researched, and I'm continually researching. I love finding information because a lot of the information that I find is not available necessarily, it's not advertised in the local newspaper. It's not advertised in a magazine, or it's not on television when you're watching your favorite TV show. It's not saying, oh wow, you can get a grant for $38,000. That's not an advertisement that you're going to see on television. You're not going to talk about how to understand your credit on television. That's why I believe that the real estate portion of it is very unique, in which I'm offering to you. And if you, like I said, if you're interested in attending any of the workshops, for a list of workshops, you can go to my website at Affordable Homes and Apartments. I offer tenants' rights workshops. I offer investors' workshops. I offer a variety of real estate workshops, even for landlords if you're interested in it. And I have information leading to other workshops that I also participate in. I'm forming a real estate club for investors who would like to build a portfolio of investment properties here in the Western New York region. So if you're interested in purchasing property, if you're interested in buying a house, if you're interested in just learning about real estate and perhaps maybe so that you can buy a house, whether it's to live in or for investment, then you tuned into the right show. Again, my name is Sylvia Black, and I'm a licensed real estate broker of Affordable Homes and Apartments in Williamsville. And I want to thank you for joining me today, and this show airs every Wednesday, 6:30 to 7 p.m., just in case you're watching it on YouTube, at Time Warner Public Access TV Channel 20, and also Saturdays from 12:30 to 1, right here on Time Warner Public Access TV Channel 20. Now, this book, Knowing and Understanding Your Credit. Okay? If you're like most Americans, owning a home of your own or a property is a major part of the American dream. Okay, various government agencies and myself, Affordable Homes and Apartments, wants to help make that dream of home ownership a reality for you by preparing you for home ownership. That's not something that's going to happen overnight. It's not going to even happen in a couple of weeks. Matter of fact, the workshop that we offer is a 6-week session, 6-week sessions in it's several 6-week sessions. I think they're more like it's a 26 weeks altogether, but we don't compel you to come to all 26 weeks. We do 6 weeks at a time, and then another 6 weeks. We talk about this particular subject, and we talk about that particular subject. Okay, home ownership is a big responsibility, one that you will need to accept for many years to come. It's worth the effort, and like I said, various government agencies as well as Affordable Homes and Apartments would like to help. Okay, now we know that the whole process of buying a home or buying property can definitely be confusing. The language that banks use to a first-time home buyer when you go in there, they say things that you just don't understand, and sometimes you're intimidated to ask them, what do you mean? And when they say, sign your name here and give me your social security number so I can run your credit, you don't know that too many credit reports can lower your credit score. Okay, you also don't know that you don't need to be making a lot of money in order to buy a house. Whether in Western New York or upstate New York, or downstate New York or any place in the world. These grants and loans are offered all over the world. In most states, I don't know about all states. I'm not, I don't know about Jerusalem or something like that, you know. So I hope that this information that I'm going to share with you over the course of time will help you at least to get started on the path to home ownership. I'd like to see more people that are renting houses become more homeowners. And of course, yes, I make a commission off of it, but it's information. Information and knowledge is power. It says in the Bible that my people perish for the lack of knowledge. And if we had more knowledge, then we would have more power. We take our money. One reason is voluntary. Some of the reasons why we don't have a lot of money was we take our money and we spend it. We don't have discipline. That's why how come the Arabs and the Chinese people coming in our neighborhoods? Chinese people and Japanese people got restaurants in every corner. What do? You can't cook at home? What's the matter with your kitchen? What's the matter with your stove? Maybe you can buy something from the dollar store. Get you a can of spaghetti and meatballs or something. Go to the supermarket, get you some meat and cook it up. Where you don't have time to cook your food, you got to eat out every time. It's a lot of things that that you and I can do so that we can actually reserve our money. We need to exert some discipline. That's number one. And the discipline in spending. I know I was watching T.D. Jakes one time, and he said that when he was, I think when he had bought a house, the first house that he bought, and he was still driving an old raggedy car. And he had to have a car to match the house. But they that would be my first priority, buying a house first. Because I got to come in, I'm the one that has to live in that house, But when I'm in a car, yes, it's giving me comfort and convenience to get where I want to go. But any car will do that. It doesn't have to be a luxury car. It's the impression that you're giving other people. You see, and why? What do they have a heaven or hell to put you in? Did they put any money in your pocket? Were they there when you were down and out? No, they weren't. Okay, so why should you worry about what other people are thinking about you? You dress to suit yourself. You do your thing. What they say, you do you, and don't worry about the next person, because you better believe it. They ain't worried about you, and they don't care nothing about you. Okay. Now let's talk a little bit about credit report. What's in this book? Knowing and understanding your credit a little bit. Okay, and I'm doing a lot of talking, so this is probably the only book that I'll be able to touch upon today. Okay. Now there are steps that you can take to get closer to the dream of home ownership. One step is to establish good credit. Now, how do you do that? Oh, I'm so glad you asked. Okay, especially if you have had bad credit in the past. Now, I also must put in also that sometimes if you have no credit at all, no credit is equivalent to good credit. That's what they call alternative credit. And I'll talk about that at the workshop in more detail. Okay, you might want to credit is a non-traditional credit history if you've never borrowed before. Another step to keep your good credit once you have it is those steps you can take to determination, but they can be done. The guide, this book, and I will talk to you about how. Okay. Now we're going to talk also, the guide will, okay, we're just going to go right into it. What is credit? If you have ever taken out a loan to buy something, maybe you went to rent a center or something, or you got a car loan, for example, you were given credit. Okay? Credit means you're using somebody else's money to pay for things. It also means that you are making a promise to repay the money, the loan, okay, to the person or company that loaned you the money, or the creditor or the lender. A loan usually includes both principal, the amount of money you borrowed, and the interest and additional dollars you pay for the privilege of borrowing the money. Okay? If you ever notice a home, if you buy a home, let's say for $50,000, we're going to do a small amount. If you buy a home for about $50,000, okay, that loan is usually amortized, and I'll explain that word to you later, over a period of 30 years. Okay? In other words, the payments are divided up over 30 years, and I don't know exactly how many months that is, right? You are paying interest for the first 7 years of that loan, okay? You're not even touching upon the principal. The principal is the money towards the house. See, it's so many terms and things that you need to know. But my point is that and I'm here to explain that to you. That's why I'm, Sylvia Black, real estate broker with affordable homes and apartments. That's why I'm here to talk about these things. The home is amortized over 30 years. It's spread out over 30 years. So when you finish paying for that mortgage in 30 years, you're actually paying them maybe paying the bank or the loan company close to maybe, I don't know, about $250,000. You're paying the bank $250,000 for a $50,000 loan. That's why they don't mind loaning you money, because they're making money off of you. But what is you getting out of the deal? Huh? You think about that when you're buying a home. What do you want to get out of the deal? Okay? Now, a loan usually, includes principal and the money borrowed plus interest. Okay, because a loan is a legal obligation, it's important to understand how you must repay it. And it's important that you pay it back the way you were instructed to do so. And it's also important to know that if you don't pay it back, that your credit will get bad, and or the item that you purchased could possibly be confiscated. Okay, now I don't know if that works, with regular, I know a car, you can forget about it. If you don't pay your car, all the money you put into that car, out the window. Okay? Now, good credit means that you make your loan payments on time and you repay your debts as promised. Good credit is important because it makes it more likely that you can get a new loan in the future when you want to make a major purchase, such as a car or a home. When you have good credit, when you have a good credit record, lenders feel more confident that you will be willing and able to pay back the new loan. Okay? When you go to the bank, first of all, never tell a bank I need to borrow, because when you say that word need, that's like talking to dog's ears, and it's like the ears just flop down. Oh, get out of. They're like God putting up His left hand in your face and telling you, "Get lost. I know you not." Okay, because banks don't loan you money because you need it. Banks don't loan you money because you're a nice person. Banks loan you money to make money. Okay, so if you can try to remember that, then you can remember, I want to borrow. I want to borrow, not I need to borrow. There's a lot of things that you're going to need to know before you even walk in the bank. So if you see a house, oh wow, I see the house I like. I've been working for 2 years. I think I got good credit. I'd like to go and borrow some money. You still need to be educated, because you could lose that house just as fast as anything, and your credit could plummet like a hot potato. Okay, and you'll be right back where you started from. No, you'll be worse off, because now you won't even have the